Hey, everybody. Welcome to the S.C.Y podcast, episode number 211. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the S.C.Y on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the S.C.Y on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without any further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 211. Dwelling in the Cavern of Isolation, an Introverted Dragon. Before you ask, kids, yes, the album art was actually drawn by me, the Spectre. And there's a funny story to why I started drawing that shit yesterday evening. I was actually listening to a fucking playlist of Bach, and there was this fucking image of the album art where it's just Bach's fucking face, I suppose, or what's that fucking shit that they call for the death mask, where you have the outline of that person's face by drawing on their corpse. Any fucking ways. They had the fucking picture of Bach there, and I just used the fucking outline of that face, and then looked at the fucking mirror to add like lines and shit from me. So, how much did you fucking smoke? A lot. I was smoking a lot, listening to Bach, and also, watching some good old animes. Your brain starts firing shit to create. So yeah, I went ahead and drew that shit up. I figured, hey, it's a good call to use as an album art, and the Spectre is very much how I tend to see myself in terms of, going outdoors and being social. And it's because there's an infamous song that I truly love, and it's something that touches my heart. And it's from the children's show SpongeBob SquarePants. Indoors, indoors, indoors. Take it away, Peekaboo. Okay, well, the Pikachu doll can't sing, but if he did, he would have an amazing, electrifying solo. Puns. Anyways, kids, you're probably saying to yourselves, fucking Wave, fuck you. You're fucking isolated, antisocial fucking cunt. Yeah, motherfucker. But indoors, bro, how can you go wrong with that shit? How can you go wrong with staying indoors? Especially now, with the global pandemic. Kung flu, baby, kung flu. Chinese virus, because everybody was kung flu fighting. Achoo! Those motherfuckers were fast as bat soup. Yeah. That's fucking terrible. But you know what's not terrible? Using kung flu as an excuse to not fucking go out. Well, I mean, some people that might be terrible. It's all perspective, right? Like if somebody fucking straight up after, a set quarantine period say, hey, let's go out. And all of a sudden, oh, fuck, ghosted. Because I'm dead. Well, not dead, but, you could use the implication of the kung flu to your advantage. Now, that's some fucked up shit, but, live your life. Live your life how you want to, motherfucker. But listen, I know that there are stupid-ass political reasons, people get on about to, force your fucking shit with kung flu. Right? Don't spread, be careful around the elderly, curve, all these keywords that people get up about. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's common courtesy. If you don't need to go out, don't fucking go out. But it's because I don't want to deal with those fucking people that I just purposely try to stay indoors as much as I can. I mean, unless I need to go out, unless I need to get shit done, unless I need to run errands. I mean, that's something that you have to fucking do, kids. So then you just wear the mask. Common courtesy. It's only a couple minutes, maybe an hour or so. It's not that fucking long. And you just get on with your fucking day. But, bruh, kung flu has been an amazing excuse for not going out. But I won't lie to you. It's just an excuse. And when you live this kind of lifestyle of social isolation for a couple of years, damn near decades, well, you don't really get all affected by that shit. I had to fucking think of that word for like a fucking few seconds, but that's what happens when your brain is stupid. You don't really see people. You don't really engage in conversations. Your words just kind of go shitballs. But here's the thing. My whole theme as, being myself has always been just, if you can't, stay indoors. You really need to go outside. And if you can't, don't see people. Because first of all, I live in Vegas, man. Majority of times in summer, it's hot as shit. I don't want to fucking go outside. Okay? That's some simple shit. It's hot as hell. Like average, you'll get to like 110 fucking degrees on the day. So why the fuck? No. And even in the evenings, like 80 plus. Damn near 90. Fuck that. So I guess because I've been living in Vegas for years, especially as a kid, that kind of gets ingratiated into your head. You don't really need to go out. Just stay indoors, air-conditioned fucking house, apartment, library, wherever, and just be a cave dweller. Although library is a public setting, and yeah, that's from another fucking time, right after high school when, oh God, my mom and I would walk to the library for about 40 minutes to get free air conditioning, which, good old times. Good old times. So I take these little blessings like having air conditioning, being able to not see people intentionally as amazing boosts. And I swear, man, that this is just cave dweller mentality. It is. It's just straight up cave dweller mentality. And I get asked, like, why are you such a fucking cave dweller? Why don't you fucking go out? You're amiable, you're sociable. Why don't you go out more often? Because I'm generally an introvert, man. I mean, I guess I'm more of a extroverted introvert in that sense, but yeah, I'm good enough with people, but I hate dealing with their shit. I mean, most of the times I don't really like talking to people. And when I say most of the times, that's about 85 to 90% of the time. And why is that? Why do you have such a cynical outlook? Because people fucking suck, dude. People suck. People suck. And people suck. And not in the good way. They only suck you off when they need some shit from you. That's how this world works, man. And I don't think I need data to prove any of that shit. It's just human behavior. Just general human behavior. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a fucking asshole hypocrite that's gonna say, oh, I'm perfect. No, I engage in that shit too, because I'm a fucking human being. I'm a piece of shit at times. And I know I suck. But not in that way, motherfucker. Oh, not a fucking crackhead. Not sucking no dick. Or no goddamn crack. But let me ask you this. If you ask me why I'm a cave dweller, have you been outside and talked to people lately? It's a fucking clown world out there. Bunch of fucking assholes just sticking their head down and nose straight up their fucking anus, snorting that shit out and saying, ooh, smells like flowers. Trying to avoid that shit. And here's the thing, man. When you're a cave dweller and you have really built the foundation of your lifestyle as a cave dweller, you have all the amenities at home. God damn, man. All the shit I need is at home. Seriously. Movie, TV, video games, weed, alcohol, food. Sometimes. It's a fucking sanctuary, man. I say I have movies and TVs. I have a literal fucking stack of cases of fucking DVDs, man. And they are, I'm actually looking at it right now. Pointing at it from this angle here where you can see my fucking hands, Jedi lightning style. But, motherfucker, I got all the goddamn entertainment I need in the motherfucking house. Why the fuck do I need to fucking go out every goddamn time? Now, here's the fucking thing that I'm throwing out there too. Social outings are nice every once in a while. Every once in a while. But generally, I don't find much use in constantly going out. I just don't. Because you know why? I used to do that shit in college. All the fucking time. And yeah, maybe a little after college, but seriously, I would go out every single night. Not really sure how I afforded it and went about it, but there I was almost every night. Having some stupid ass plan going on. Thirsty ass fucking under 21 bitch. Trying to get tail. It was sad. It was pathetic. And even after college, I was like, oh my God. Mid-20s asshole. Not knowing himself. Just following trends. What a little bitch. Constantly going out. You know, it might be fun. And I won't lie to you. I mean, for a certain period, it was fun. But it gets tiresome. Because you're going to every one of these fucking scenarios in social settings where you're not going to have the best time. You're not going to be able to fully be comfortable. Yet, you fucking go about it because of some weird, ambiguous, arbitrary obligation that you feel you owe to whatever fucking social group, which, no, you don't know shit. And this is all about, now, it's all about selective social settings. Something that I had to learn the fucking hard way over the years. But something that I now have to hold and when I go out or plan a week or whatever have you. Go to shit that's worth your time. Go to things that are worth your fucking time. Right? You only live so long to deal with rubbish you don't need. So why fucking bother if you don't need it? Right? If you don't need it, why have it? Right? And I hope the fucking Kung Flu and the global pandemic, it showed you that shit for you motherfuckers. Because I already knew that. I already knew kind of how to finesse and avoid people, avoid situations I don't want to be a part of. But hopefully, you motherfuckers got that shit slapped to your fucking face with the Kung Flu. But most of you won't. Most of you won't, because you live more of in that gray area, and kudos to you. Kudos to you. But I'm a very inefficient creature, and I can admit to that. I'm a very inefficient creature. I make mistakes all the fucking time. I fail all the fucking time. But from that failure, I am trying to learn, trying to get better. And one of the things that's part of my inefficiency that I'm trying to not eliminate per se, but more like quickly speed up the process to it is I use extremisms to find balance. So for this whole goddamn example, long periods of going out eventually becoming long periods of staying indoors. But it's all about trying to find that balance for what works for you. Like, I won't lie to you, man. I could, if I would, stay home 5 out of 7 days a week and maybe go out once or twice a week. If I could. That's my whole thing. But the reality is, I mean, I'm going to have to get back out into society. And that's just how things will have to be. Oh, but the COVID. Shut up, dude. I mean, eventually shit will get better. All right, that's the fucking premise and the assumption that we have to make here on kind of the positive side, right? But I see myself kind of from the story perspective of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. And yeah, calm down, motherfuckers. I'm not going to go fucking killing people, rape or murder, or crime, or any of that shit. Like, stop it. We're not about that fucking shit here. But this is what I mean by the whole Count of Monte Cristo comparison. Extreme periods of isolation, followed by reemergence back into society to get revenge on those who put me in isolation. Who are you trying to get revenge on? Myself. Because I fucking put this situation and burden and mentality and kind of cynical mindset on myself. So I have to undo that. I have to kind of unravel that eventually and, thoroughly. Because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for what I do. You're responsible for your own life, kids. Your friends, your family, they can only do so much for you. You're the one who's going to have to fucking push and pull when it comes down to it. And it sucks. A lot of times it fucking sucks ass. But that's just the way it is. I mean, I am the one responsible for putting myself in a situation of constant social isolation. But eventually it is going to be left up to me to evolve myself, mentally, possibly physically, and definitely spiritually, to reacclimate myself back into society, because I know I'm not the best individual to get along with. If anybody fucking knows me personally, I'm a stubborn piece of shit to deal with. Almost an elitist at times, in terms of, if I think I know more than you, I'm going to have a superiority complex. And again, trying to work on that shit, trying to work on all the goddamn flaws every goddamn day, kids. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. But it is a challenge to go through a consistent evolution, because it's always left up to you to push yourself, to keep asking yourself the hard questions, prying yourself a little bit. Like, why are you so isolated, bro? Why do you fucking keep dwelling in this fucking cave? You need to go out once in a fucking while. And that's just something called balance and trying to work and kink your shit out, right? It's hard though, man. Something that we just consistently talk on this podcast is all the fucking things that I bring up on the fucking podcast that I, go in depth about are things that I go through, things that I struggle with, things that I am working on, all this shit. And it's because it is a constant evolution. It is a daily evolution that we have to kind of embrace and challenge ourselves with. And yeah, I won't lie to you. As much as I hate, going outside and being part of social situations, I mean, you got to do it, because that's part of survival in the urban jungle. Concrete jungle. This is the curse of the 21st century, man. You can't work your hands on the good resources of the land. You have to become an indentured servant. And that is something of a, trade-off that we understand is vital for, in that sense, evolution and survival of, living in a home, getting a better home, getting a better home after that. And it's the, ideals of capitalism that does drive, that competitive nature up. But yeah, man, it's a weird fucking thing, because you read different philosophies, different ideologies, and there's no perfect answer, and you're just trying to find that balance. And oftentimes it's hard answers, and answers you don't want to hear, that you have to try to apply. And it is a daily struggle. It is. Is that why you smoke so much? Yeah. But I know it's one of those things that it's just a buffer. Because at the end of the day, when you're in the abyss, you're there by yourself, and you have to be able to answer your own questions. No one's going to answer them for you. Right? And I guess that's something that I just didn't really realize until just a month or so ago. And it's something that is, again, a daily process, a daily learning experience, and it's tough. But when life kicks you in the dick, you got to get the fuck up and try to kick its dick with your foot. Jesus, what the fuck are you going on about, man? I don't know, man. I just like the indoors, but I know I got to fucking go back out again these days. Well, it's been nice. It's been nice to kind of play off of Vegas's perpetual fear boner and just use that as an excuse to just barricade myself indoors. It's been nice. Still nice. But maybe Vegas will return to normal. Who the fuck knows? But we got S.C.Y and all the assholes up top, so I really don't know. Ultimately, kids, fuck people. What a fucking prick. Yeah, I know. I know, dude. I know. Really weak shit. And it's because your boy just ate like shit, watched his teams replay on shit mode, feeling like shit because I haven't worked out in a couple of days, so we gotta configure out our goddamn brain and our energy on that shit right now, man. We'll be back with the next episode on the Sky Lounge, where you already know we're dropping back into sports ball. There's a lot of sports shit happening right now, and will be happening in a couple of days, like the fucking MLB coming back. The Dodgers is gonna fucking play, and they're gonna disappoint me again this year because that's what the Dodgers do. So that'll be tomorrow. All right? All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And until next time, fuck off.